If you are trying to make your site be multilingual, it's really simple. I'm sure you've already found the Wix Multilingual App to add to your site, but some of the things may not be obvious, so I thought I'd just go through it with you. Let's go into it. So what you'll want to do is add an app, search for multilingual, and there's Wix Multilingual. You just click add, create your multilingual site, get started. This walks you through it. You can pick your main language and the flag you want to use, and then the language you want to add, which let's do Spanish. And we'll use the Spain flag. So that adds this little language switcher flag up here. Right now we're on the Spanish side. This is our main side. So if you want to translate it, you just click Spanish, and then you can click here. You can translate with Google, which makes it really easy. And then some of the more complicated things are, how would you change this, right? What we want to do is go to Manage Pages, and then here you would just rename this. Shop is Tienda. Forgive my Spanish, I don't know it that well. Anyway, this is just to give you an idea. So now you have Inicio is the... Oh. Also, it adds this little language switcher here, which you can move around and place where you want it to be. Let's just stick it over here. Apply. Okay, so now if we switch back to English, all of our things are correct. And if we switch back to Spanish, it's turning to Spanish. Well, we haven't translated all of them, but I just wanted to give you an idea. The other thing that you might want to do is go to your products. I think actually you'll go to settings, and now there should be a multilingual right here, although it may not. We need to refresh. There it is now. So there now, in your settings, you have multilingual. So you can click on that, and then that gives you the option to update the content of different things. So for like products, this is where you would come to translate those. So when you click translate, it'll bring you to products, and then it'll show you all of the different sections in your products. Did I click it? There we go. And again, you have this automatic translation. We're just going to say that's right because that's what we want it to be. Or actually, there we go. And then you can do this. And if you actually know your Spanish, you can double check, because we all know Google doesn't do it exactly right. Product info. And you just go through and do all of these. And then you can go to next, and it'll bring you through each of these products. We'll go back to multilingual. And again, here's where you can change all of your different things. There are some apps, like if you added certain apps, I know one I've added before was like a pop-up, and it did not have integration with Wix's Multilingual. The way I worked around that was I just added text in both English and Spanish. So like the pop-up was a sale. And so I put sale, and then I also put the Spanish translation for sale, so that both languages were represented, even though I wasn't able to translate it. The other thing I wanted to show you, so when you're in your site, oh, we're already here. Another thing you might want to, just a tip, because I often have in certain pages things that repeat. So I'm not sure where something might repeat. Let's see what this says. Okay, so like this, for example. When you're working in the translations, let's say we're back on our home page now. We have our Spanish, and now we want to go back to our main English page. If you are anything like me, I tend to group elements that are going to be similar. So let's pretend this wasn't here. We're going to just, we have to group that one too. So let's just move this down. And let's say we're going to recreate that. So what I often do is duplicate and then put that right there. So now this is going to be returns and exchanges. And this is going to say some other text that isn't the same. If you copy when you go to your Spanish side, it's going to be a copy of what you did. So you need to remember that you also have to go to the Spanish side and fix that, because it won't be right. And I have run into that a few times. And this is a little more difficult now because it copied what's up there. It's not telling you what you actually wrote on your English side. So you just have to remember. So you would just change your translation to returns and exchanges, if I can type. And then now you can click on it and translate with Google. So just remember, in that duplication, you have to make sure that you double check your translations. And I think that is all my tips for multilingual. If you have any questions, let me know.